This is Brian Putt. I'm here to talk to you about how to use SIPmath in a fairly simple math equation. So here's the problem. And like most decision analysis, we need to frame the problem first. So let's frame this problem. No pun intended here. But we'd like to calculate the value of pi. Now, how can we do that? Well, we know that pi is related to the area of a circle. And if I make a circle that is 2 inches in diameter, meaning the radius is 1 inch, and then I put a box around it, I could calculate random numbers for the x and the y, and then look at the number of points that fall in the circle versus those that fall into the square. If I take the ratio, I guess I haven't really done that here, but what I want to look at it is the ratio of the circle area to the square area. Right? And so we know that the area of the square is 4, but we need to figure out how many points fall in here. So let's do that. First of all, I'm using SIPmath. That's this up here. And let's calculate 2 random numbers, uniform random numbers. So right now, these are just flat 0.5s. And this is called a seed. And within SIPmath, we can have multiple seeds. So let me define those. Got a little, I'll go the long ways here. I'm going to generate input, a uniform, and I'm going to generate them with this seed. I don't need to. I could just use a random number that's being suggested by probability management or by SIPmath. Okay. Yes, there's already numbers there, so I want to override those. Yes to all. So now you can see that I have 2 random numbers here, and they go from 0 to 1. And then over here, I've calculated a value between -1 and +1. And I've done that for both of these. So then I can calculate the distance from the center using the hypotenuse. Okay, I've got that distance. I've got the distance up, right, from these 2 values here, x and y. And then I can calculate this using the hypotenuse. So this particular data point is distance from the center is 0.33, which is less than 1, which is the circumference of the circle. If I wanted to look at multiples of these, I can go to the trials. That's trial 1. Here's trial 2, trial 3, trial 4. So this one here, you can see, is outside the circle. Now that we know the distance from the center, we need to set this up as an output variable. So what I'm going to do is highlight that. And I'll come up here to SIPmath tools. I'll define it as an output. And we'll just define it as distance from the center. As an invalid character. That's a space, so I'm just going to say yes. And just put a little spark line here showing me the distribution of that. I can actually plot that. Let's plot that, okay? I'll make a cumulative over here. So we can see that less than 1 looks to be about 80%. But we can calculate that perfectly by coming over here and saying SIPmath chance of whatever. Output is going to be this variable. We want it to be less than or equal to the value of 1. And we say, okay, 78%. So 78% looks to be right about there. Okay? So now what's the ratio of the square to the pi? Well, here's my equation. So what I really want to say, I don't know why that says 18. So this wants to be 78.78. All right. So I'm going to say equal to this, my 78 times 4 divided by 1 squared, which is 1, and I get 3.12. Well, that's not very good, is it? All right, so let's do something else. Let's try changing the number of trials. So we'll come over here to initialize, and instead of 1,000 trials, we're going to put in 10,000 trials. Well, now we got a better number. Can we do better than that? Let's try it. SIPmath, initialize, and we'll put in 100,000 trials, 10,000, 100,000 trials. Taking a little bit longer time. Well, that's as good as I can get here, I guess, unless I do. Let's see if I get more digits here. No, that's the best I can do right there. Anyway, close enough, I think. It gives you certainly the idea of how to calculate this. Give it a try using your Monte Carlo program and see how easy that is relative to what I've done here using SIPmath. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about SIPmath, I suggest you visit probabilitymanagement.org. They have a wonderful website with all kinds of tools there, shown down here, who they are. You can download models, and there's tools down here to include the SIPmath toolbar itself. You might also read The Flaw of Averages by Sam Savage. And please visit my YouTube channel. I have over 80 videos that cover a wide range of topics to include uses of the SIPmath tools, how to use the icons, cost and schedule risk analysis, portfolio analysis, value of information, lots of videos on that, and some mind testers. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.